What do you think the Browns do at 6? Do you do wide receiver? Do you tackle? And who are some of the guys you're paying attention to at 6?
Well, for me, it's two tackles and I think the three receivers I'm looking at. And for me, I wrote about this. The tackles I consider at six: Francis Maui-Noah from Miami and Spencer Fano from Utah. I like both of them. I really think they both provide some great ability as as run blockers who can also pass protect very well. My preference has been Maui-Noah because I really like the way he played in the playoff. Did a great job against Ohio State. Gave up only one pressure against Ohio State's defense in that quarterfinal win in the Cotton Bowl. So I really like Maui-Noah. He may not have the long arms, which was a concern with Will Campbell, but in my mind, if you're looking to rebuild your offensive line, I want to start that with a guy who I know for a fact is going to have an attitude. Both these guys have those kind of attitudes. They're both physical players who are tone setters. So I don't think you can really go wrong with either one. But for me, I just really like Maui-Noah because he's just got such incredible power and motor. Again, not that Fano doesn't have those, but I just feel like Maui-Noah is more of it. And then receiver is going to be interesting because I feel like you have a better chance to get still a very good receiver at 24, even if you decide not to get one at 6. But I look at three different guys who could be in the mix. Arizona State's Jordan Tyson, the brother of Jalen Tyson for the Cavs, who I know Jalen has kind of made his public pitch to the Browns to say to bring his brother to Cleveland as well. Carnell Tate from Ohio State, we've seen him really shine opposite Jeremiah Smith, which is not an easy thing to do because Jeremiah Smith, if he was in this class, would easily go number 2 overall. I mean, he's probably the best non-quarterback in college football, and he has been for 2 years. So for Carnell Tate to really impress the way he did last season at Ohio State and play as well as he did, I think that says a lot about him. Maybe about one of the only concerns I would have is that, how does he play when, defenses are paying more attention to him and not just Jeremiah Smith? Going back to Jordan Tyson, there's some injury history. There's some injury concerns that he had a torn ACL, MCL, and PCL in 2022, but he's recovered well, played well the last 2 seasons. And then Mekhi Lemon from USC, kind of like Tyson, fits in the mold of the guys you see really becoming the star receivers in the NFL, like your Jackson Smith and Jigbas, like your Amon-Ra St. Browns. Guys who are not the biggest guys, but they know how to absolutely create space for himself. They know how to separate and just make plays. And Mekhi Lemon can do that. The only reason I would probably put him lower, maybe size. He's I don't think he's going to be 6 foot tall. If he is, I think that would probably put him there. And you're kind of splitting hairs with the receivers because I think all three of them are more than worth the 6th pick. Well, for me, it's a tough call because I think it kind of depends on what the Browns do in free agency. And I mean, if Fano and Maui-Noah go off the board for 6, the decision's made for you. You go in receiver. But I kind of lean receiver just a little bit because it is easier, I feel like, to find those starting caliber offensive linemen in free agency than you can in the draft. Those guys and then receivers because those receivers just don't come available. They almost if you're a team that drafts one, you're pretty much sticking with them, and you have put such an incredible premium price. Whereas offensive linemen, those guys make it to free agency almost all the time. So for me, I just go receiver just because the value of it is just so important. If you hit the right guy, you are gonna have either you're gonna have him for a long time, or he's gonna be an asset where you're gonna get a lot of value coming back the other way if you have to move him in the future.